Okay, I'm here with another origami video. This one is going to be attempting to show how to make origami winged cat creature that looks like Sebastian in my animated videos. Now see, here's my origami diamond here. For one diamond, it's made up of two origami diamonds, which I've done that with the origami ogre and the origami Barthalamew bird. So here's the one. I'm going to make another diamond. You've seen me do this before. Let me put this aside here. Folding it. So yeah, take a diamond like that, and fold it over here like that. Okay. And I do the squash fold. Okay. Do the squash fold. Okay, so see, I did that. And I turn it over. I'm just doing this on this side now. And the origami 3 diamond, base fold 3, is very familiar to a lot of people who've done various origamis. So, see, there I do it like that, and like that. Okay, you have the open end down here. See, there's the kite shape again, folding it in like that. Do it on the other side, do the same thing. Fold it like that, fold it like that. Again, neatness counts. Okay, fold it like that. See, make the fold like that. Now I take this, open it up. Pulling this open and then folding it. There, that's one side. Pull this open. Fold along the creases. Okay, so I got the diamond like that. Now it's on both sides. Okay, so it's both like this and like this. And then just neaten it up a bit. Try to have it as neat as you can. You want the things to line up well. I'm going to fold this down like this. See? See, I folded. This was like this, and I fold this down like this. So this point here is showing. I'm going to cut this part off. See what I did? I cut this here off like that. That way it makes it easier to fold this part for the head and neck of the animal, for the cat creature lion-like body. Okay. So now where this cut is, I'm folding this over. See again, the cut is there. And the head and neck is bent above that cut paper. Okay. So again, there's the cut right there. Okay. Now, the thinner that I bend this part down here, the smaller the head will be. Try to have the head be well proportioned with the rest of the body. Okay. See, like that is good. See, I have the fold like this, and this point points down. Now I'm going to turn that into an inside reverse fold. Like that. See, so now it's an inside reverse fold like that. See, just like that, see? Okay. Now I turn this down like this. See, this piece of paper here, turn it, anyway, see, I turn it over, turning it down from here like this over to here. That's to help form like the front face of the big jungle cat's head. See, like that. See. So now I'll turn that into a reverse fold. That's an outside reverse fold. Just in. See, like that. Let me see how it looks on both sides. Okay, that looks even. Good. And turn this over again. Folding okay, like that. This is to help form the lower part of the jaw, see? So I make that fold over here like this. And I'm going to turn that into let's say an outside reverse fold, keeping the same fold crease. See there. Good. Just like that. See? See how that's getting to look like a lion or a tiger type face there? See? Right there. See? I'm going to cut this tip off. There. See? Just like that. And then you form it a slant a little bit here. Little, so this is to form the top edge of the nose. see? So you see what I did there? See, that folds over. I folded this down and this down, and that forms this part of the snout there and the lower part of the jaw. Okay, now I fold this part back. This is like folding this back here. I open the head up like that. See, I folded this down like this, see? I'm going to cut paper here to make long points that will become the ears. Okay, so like that, I'm going to cut on this upper layer fold here. I'm going to just a paper on the outer surface on the inside part. I'm just doing it on the outer surface paper and not the paper underneath. Here, see what I did? I cut these two flaps out. So I'm going to fold these kind of up like horns at the moment just to get them. See, just like that. See? Okay, now I tuck these back in. See? Now it looks like that. At the moment they look like long horns or very long ears, but I will change that now. See, I bend them, the flaps, so that they turn into an ear shape. See, I did that on this side here. Now I'll do it on this other side. I'm going to turn it over. See? And later I can glue that into position, but right now I'm just gonna see. It's like bending them and overlapping them so that they form like a jungle cat ear. There, see? Just like that. See? Just like that. Okay. These later two parts of this part here I can later glue, but at the moment I can glue them together like that, overlapping to form the nose, see? But right now I'll just leave it that way. But you see, it does look like a lioness head at this stage. Okay. Now, okay, you have these flap here and another flap on this side here. See? So you've got these two flaps with this part in the middle here. Okay, so first I'm going to move. I bend these up. I fold these at a slant. See, so it's like this. This part is going to be a leg, and it's going up this way first. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. See? So again, you fold on both sides diagonally up like this, coming up like that. See? Then you fold downwards. Okay? You then fold downwards like this. So you fold the other one see, you can fold the other one like that. See how that looks like that. See? That's how that's looking. Okay? Okay. Now, next. Let's see. I think I'll change this, just the position here a little. Just moving these legs a little further down, like that. I think. Okay, I'm making a fold here to do an inside reverse fold. Excuse me while I turn this thing. Oops. Excuse me again. Just. Okay. Alright, so there. See, I made it like this on this side. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this leg over here. I'm going to do the same thing with this leg over here. See, I made the fold crease over here to do again as an inside reverse fold, but make the crease there just to guide me. Just like that. Okay. Plus some of the ear shapes here again. Okay. Alright, see? Now it's looking like that now, see? It's looking like that. Okay. See, it's like it's a tiger position that's like a crouching position. See? See, it's like that, like a kind of a crouch. Okay. Now I'm going to next try something that's more tricky, and I have to be, I think, more gradual. I'm going to cut a line, I'm going to cut a slit along the back line here to help form these wings. So I have to first cut. I'm cutting along the back of the body. See, like that. And then see where this part is here, I'm going to cut through just that surface part right there. Just like that. So see that it separates on the underside like that. Okay. I'm observing my models that are out of camera range in terms of the folds I came up with. Okay. So let's see. Again, I haven't done this in a while, but I've been thinking about it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, excuse me while I contemplate a bit. This is a little tricky. See, I'm taking this out. And I have to go like this. And I have to, see, I'm kind of like doing that, putting my finger in this spot here. The idea is kind of try to squash this in, but also be neat about it. Okay. It may be a little crude. Once I have it right, it can look really good if I get it right. So I'm doing that, see? I think I'm getting a better hang of it this time. See, I'm folding this. See, that's what I'm doing here. If you have trouble following this, I don't blame you, but I'm trying anyway. And I'm not saying I'm an expert. I feel I can get this right this time. There, see, I folded this piece up here like that. If I can just, yeah, see, and I have to take my time. Okay, I've done like that. I think I have to squash in somewhat like this. Let's get it so that again, if you have trouble following this, I apologize, but it's kind of new. It's something I came up with some time ago, and now it's like I'm retracing the steps. I know I did it great earlier, but I admit. Oh, just hold on, hold on. Once I get this wing right, it should be easier for me to get the rest of the doggone thing right. I'm gonna get it better this time. Oh, jeez. I can just. Jeez, this just keeps being harder than I think it's gonna be. Oh dear. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get this. How am I gonna get this? Once I get this right, it's gonna look great. It's just getting it right. Oh man. Still having trouble with this. Jeez. Rabbit. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna get the hang of this. Like the last time. Just figure out. I don't remember. Just have to be patient with me, folks. Sometimes it's hard to remember exactly what you came up with. And this one is definitely a toughie. Jeez, I'm really deep it. Some of them are easier to demonstrate than others. I think I got this part of it done right. Now if I can do the other part. So you can see my model here. I think I got about this one right on this side. Same here. Alright, I'm going to try the other side now. Once again, turn this part here. So turn this part. Yeah, see, again, it's squashing down. So this goes underneath the armpit. I came up with a great fold, but then it's really hard to remember just what I did originally. I'm not giving up. I'm going to get this. Get this. I'm sorry if this looks messy, but sometimes folding can get a little messy. I really should have more thought this through in terms of the science, in terms of this thing. But I think it's going to still work out okay. See? And then I can neaten it up a bit. I did this so well earlier. It's just not an easy thing to do. Not gonna get it. See, if you have trouble following this with the wings, I don't blame you. I'm kind of like partly going by feel, which is what I did in the first place, and they came out great earlier. I think we can still, let me try to just tidy it up a little bit. That's what sometimes you have to do. Sometimes you just have to, you know, you just have to persist at it. Okay, yeah, let's get this. Excuse me while I try to neaten this up. I think if we see, if you have trouble following this, I don't blame you. Oops. Does this make any sense? Oh. Jeez. I'm just trying to make this look neat. Even if it's not a great tutorial. I think I can still save it though. Okay, I think in the end I don't think those are bad. So, and there's little tears that got in there. But once it's properly glued, you won't be able to see the tears. Let's just see how it looks from here. I look at it from the back. Okay, so sorry for that bit of confusion there, but I think, you know, it's part of experimenting, and maybe later come up with a more consistent way of making these wings. But finally, that's not bad, so I'm sorry for a bit of the struggle there, but I think this is still worth putting up on YouTube once I get this completely finished up. You know, glue can help to fix certain grooves. But okay, see, that is the idea. Just obviously I had trouble with making some of those folds. I don't blame you if you have trouble with this, but I think it's fun for me to at least try to repeat certain steps I haven't done in a while. But I think that's not bad. That's not. I just struggle a bit. I admit there's a little tears in the paper, but once it's all glued together, it's like, you know, you wouldn't be able to. I think you wouldn't really notice. You know. So I'm just tightening it up here a bit. Let me just. So I'm sorry for that bit of struggle there, and I can certainly understand if you feel that you couldn't follow that fully, but it was like squashing and folding the paper outwards and out to make these wings. Now the end result, I look at that, and it's not bad. It's actually, I think it's pretty close to what I came up with originally. So it's a little rough, but I think I can still use this. It's still usable. Okay, let me just compare them, make sure they're even. And I can at least fold the bat-like shape into them. Okay, let's see. I think here. Again, I'm sorry that was a struggle like that, but I did struggle with them originally too. You know? Just goes to show you again that I'm feeling my way through this, you see? So I admit it got a few tears there, but once it's glued together, you won't be able to see the tears. See? See how I fold the bat wing shape into it. See? I admit that was not easy to follow, and I don't blame you if you have trouble following it, but you try different things, you know. Definitely the wings on the origami dragon that came earlier, where you glued it on top, is definitely easier. And that was easier for me to invent those separate wings. These are making wings out of the sides of the body, and I felt it was worth trying. I did it very well on 2 figures. So anyway, but I think that isn't bad after the struggling I did. I just really didn't come up, I guess, with really the thinking of the exactly consistent way. But see, in the end result, I think those are still good looking folds underneath there. See? So the paper looks a little rough, I admit that. But if I did it enough times, I'd be able to do it so that there wouldn't be any of that rough, you know, crunching. But I think that looks pretty good underneath. That seems to be, you know, the way those folds look there, I think is pretty good. So maybe I'll stop there at the moment and proceed to, we'll stop there at the moment and proceed to part 2, okay? Right there. So just stop there, and we'll go to the next part, which I will be much neater than this part, okay?